Hi guys, hope you're doing well. This is your humble host, Dr. Michael speaking. I've come across this new method that's like working wonders for me. I've only been using it for like a week, but I've been using it consistently for a week. It's working wonders for me. I've never been working so hard, essentially developing all these different projects that I've been wanting to do for ages. And it feels good. It feels good to see all these nice things, all these different projects moving in the right direction. First thing off the bat, anybody that tells you about some fancy new method, it's like how to be productive, how to use your time effectively, they're usually full of shit, these people, because it's incredibly subjective. What works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me, etc., etc. We're all different, we're wired differently. Some people are night people, some people are morning people, some people like to work incredibly caffeinated, other people aren't into coffee and teas and stuff, and so on and so forth. Some people can work next to a swimming pool with the sun down and all this stuff. I've never really succeeded, and I've got the attention of a goldfish. So if there's anything going around, I get distracted. But anyway, so the method that I've come across is this. It's essentially committing to 2 hours. I've been committing to working immediately, just like no bullshit, just working from 7:30 in the morning till 9:30 in the morning. And I mean that these 2 hours, as soon as I wake up, or immediately after I've woken up, these 2 hours, I want them to be real. I want them to be pretty packed. And I've really committed. I feel like there's a deadline at 9:30. And so I'm really committing to the hours of 7:30 till 9:30. And it feels good. It feels good for a number of reasons that are approved by psychology. Let me just take a sip of my tea. Psychology really backs this up hard. One is that the main one is to break anything big that you need to do into goals. So if you're going to go up the Mount Everest, nobody ever just looks at the summit and says, okay, that's my goal. You break it down into tiny goals. And then you feel good about each goal. You just say, okay, and the important thing is to do the micro goals. So you never say, I'm going to write a whole essay now, I'm going to write a whole book. It doesn't really make much sense, because you're never going to achieve these goals. So then what are you going to say? Instead of saying, oh, I'm going to work for like 14 hours today on all the projects I need to do, just work for 2 hours and see how that goes. My new method of really committing to from 7:30 in the morning till 9:30, that's it's in line with setting micro goals, essentially. If you've succeeded in really keeping your head there, and it should be possible to keep your head there and work really hard from 7:30 till 9:30 in the morning. If you succeed at that, then you've succeeded your goal. And then chances are most people, after they've succeeded their goal, they don't just give up. They don't just say, okay, I've succeeded my goal. It's quite easy. The ball's already rolling. So then you think, well, I've set my day up. I've worked so well from 7:30 to 9:30. Let's see where it goes. And I find that I just keep on going. I've just set myself up so well. And I think, well, I'm going to carry on developing these things. I mean, you don't have to, but that's so. It's just if you're like preparing your exams at uni, or if you've got a job where you can really structure your day in any way you want, and so that'd be really nice. Or even if you're working, you go to an office, then you could really think, well, as soon as I get there, no checking up on sports or football or Facebook or anything. Just like immediately just get into it, and then you could free yourself incredibly early, which is fantastic. Oh, stupid sun is peering through. Let me just close the shutter. Then another aspect is your confidence, and it's incredibly related to point number one. So if you've got your early in the day, I mean, if it's 9:30 in the morning and you've already kind of achieved what you wanted to achieve, that's fantastic. that pulls you, that gives you a confidence boost, rather than, what would the opposite be? The opposite would be feeling kind of chilled about when you're going to start doing your stuff, and you spend all day being like, oh, come on Michael, come on start Michael. Then you think, oh, just one more YouTube video, or oh, just let me just check this. That's like, that destroys your confidence. You get into this cycle of like, it's so difficult to start. Instead, like this, you've started immediately, give yourself a big confidence boost, and that. The micro goals in psychology, people that came up with the micro goals, they approve of my new 7:30 to 9:30 method. Confidence boost, also from psychology, that's completely, they approve as well, the people that come up with the confidence boost theory. And that, I don't think there's anything else to say really about it other than that. Especially, I've always looked at people who were kind of free to create their schedule and to work whenever they wanted. And I started thinking about these people recently, how these people that maybe commit to, I don't know, they're like machines and they're working, like actually working from like 8 in the morning till 12, and then maybe from like 2 until 5 o'clock. And you think about what these people, if you go and zoom into their day at like 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30, they know what they're going to be doing. They're like, they've committed to these hours. I've never committed to any hours. I'm just like all over the place. Sometimes working at night, sometimes working in the morning, sometimes working like taking me ages to start or starting sooner. Like this, I just like, my day it's much easier for me to stick to this plan, which is working for me very, very nicely. And now I know exactly each day what my day will look like at 7:30 in the morning till 9:30 in the morning. And then 9:30, I think, yeah, that's fantastic. And 9:30 is also a great time for me. I can treat myself to a nice big breakfast, or get finally a breath of fresh air, and then go back to doing my stuff. The main things are the micro goals, setting yourself up into breaking like a big goal into tiny things, into tiny manageable, reachable goals. That's really, really good. Then confidence boost. And then also in line with that is like breaking this cycle of procrastination, where it's dead easy to just like find yourself thinking, oh, I'll start at one more video, one of this. And some people, even myself, and I found out other people do this as well, they like to start exactly on precise hours, on the hour. So if it's like maybe 10 to 3, you think, I'll start at 3 o'clock, or like something like this. And then it's all just excuses, it's just nonsense. So if you've already committed to something, and I mean, it doesn't have to be 7:30 to 9:30 for you, it depends on what you want to do. It could be you coming home from work and committing every single day to something that you, like maybe from 8 p.m. till 9 p.m. or whatever, as long as it's something that, it would be better if it was early in the morning, so you really gets it out and gives you that confidence boost early in the day. So I just wanted to share that with you. This is working absolutely wonders for me. And yeah, especially the confidence boost early in the morning. No, I think your brain also doesn't get tempted into doing any procrastination if you've started off so strong. So that's cool. And also maybe just a last closing aspect is just get things done. Just get things done. You don't have to aim for perfection. Loads of people aim for perfection. Perfection sometimes is a bit of an excuse. Like when people say, I'm a perfectionist, and they never get things done. So would you rather that your projects and the things you need to do, would you rather they were perfect, or would you rather that you just get them done? Would you rather have them done? Reminds me even of R.E.M., the band, how they famously were like really chasing their own style of music, really involved into really thinking carefully about their style of music and perfecting themselves, and their first 2 albums didn't go anywhere. And then their third album, that contained the song Losing My Religion and a few other huge songs, they just decided to just go with it. They were a bit more free artistically. They even picked up some instruments that they barely knew how to play the instruments, but they just essentially started jamming. but a bit more free than they just went for it. But anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent about something else. But some people are held back from starting things when they think, I haven't set up everything perfectly, I want it to be perfect, and it's better to just get a move on and get things done. Even this video, I mean, I could have, as I said, I did it a bit impulsively like this, just to share this with you. If I'd written it all down, exactly what I wanted to tell you, maybe it would have been a bit more structured and better, but you know, I only live once, I don't have an infinite amount of time, and I've got things to do as well. So on that note, I wish you a lovely day and hope you're having fun and having a great day wherever you are. If you found that useful, let me know. And actually, if you've got any tricks on how to be productive, then I would love to know about that stuff. And I think that's everything. So this is part of this little psychology series that I'm running, and I think that's everything. So have yourself a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.